Right, this is part two. I have 31 minutes left. This is like an hour and like 5 minute video. Yeah. Sorry guys, my camera doesn't go as long as it used to, man. I'm gonna get a new phone this year though. A new Samsung, a 2024 Samsung that has more camera space. My videos used to be an hour and like 45 minutes. Not anymore. Now it's only like an hour and five, an hour and 10 minute video now. Yeah, my camera's old. My phone's old. I'm sorry. Yeah. So Xanus is the only movie whereby you're micromanaging. Yeah, Xanus is the only movie whereby I'm micromanaging a little bit. I'm stepping down. Even though I'm CEO of the company, I'm actually going to step down and put in the work and co-write the script with Peter or Mel. Because it's my story, I wrote it. I don't want anyone to read my story. Whereas for all my other movies, I'm not writing it. I'm just going to executive produce and act. And I'll hire a good writing team for The Great Escape or The Matrix. Most likely The Great Escape. Jonathan Nolan, I think I'm going to have him write my Great Escape script. I'm sorry. I'm going to have him write my Great Escape script. Pay him a good $16.5 million to write your script. He doesn't get a He doesn't get a bonus. He doesn't get any role. He's a screenwriter. He just gets his flat $16 million, and that's it, to write my screenplay for The Great Escape with Keanu Reeves and all them. I'm sorry. You can have another guy help him out in Hollywood. You write an amazing script together. Me, my sister, and other will take our notes for the 3 act structure. Then they use it as a foundation to write the scripts. Okay, I want us. We can't find jobs like Company Men, Ben Affleck and Company Men, and Paul Bettany recruits us, and then we get the job. We train there, and we're secret agents. We find out it's dirty, and all the recruits are missing. When in reality they killed the recruits, and we're the lucky couple on the run who escapes the big secret organization. We're on the run kicking ass. They sent him after us. Oh, it's an amazing movie. All right, that sounds like an amazing movie. Yeah, it looks like a sick movie, man. It won't be as good as Xanus, but you're looking at an amazing movie with a great escape. Yeah, and an amazing game too. In the game, you play as me, or you play as my significant other, or you can play as both of us. Like I might have multiplayer. You can play as both of us, or just single player. But you have a choice to either play as me or play as my significant other. If you play as my significant other, I'm a CPU character in the game with her. You play as me, she's a CPU character in the game with me. Or you can have it something like A Way Out, where you have play as two characters. I'll think about it. You play as me and my significant other. It's like fucking cool. That's why Rob was like, I can't wait for that Great Escape game. Yeah, he's all excited. The Great Escape game will be better than Zane's game, I think, but the movie will not be better. Because secret agent games tend to be better than fantasy games. Fantasy games are not the greatest games. There's a few out there that were good, like Elden Ring was a masterpiece. The Lord of the Rings original games were pretty good. That came out in the early 2000s. Assassin's Creed's pretty good. But is it better than the secret agent games? I don't think so. So Sarah. Yeah, but the Great Escape game would be an amazing game. The Xanus game will be sick too. Because you actually play as like all these characters in the game. Which is really cool, obviously. So Sarah. So let's say I choose Peter Jackson. Peter has to help me co-write that script. He has to take his notes, help me with the concert arts, help me with the hotel Virgin Star Resort 2-day party and red carpet events. And he has to help me with IMS cameras, film IMS cameras, and the equipment for the cameras, machines for the mask, costumes, armor, and weapons, visual effects technology, equipment. We have to rent or buy the visual effects technology equipment, obviously, the kitchen equipment, and the food. And he has to help me sign the 4 groups of crewmen the first year. Wider Workshop mass designers, extra casting crewmen, right? Wider Workshop. Those 4 groups of crewmen. The early second year, we fly into stars, Xanus stars, and they sign their massive contracts for the movie. Peter has to help me sign those guys, as well as the visual effects team and the cinematographers. So I'm saying that's all Peter has to do. And all the other guys will handle the rest of the business calls. So you take the stress off me, Pete, and that way they take the stress off us. Because you want Peter focusing more on the movie side. Peter also has to help me keep track of the budget. He's gonna help me out. My accountant will be letting me and Peter, my significant other, know how much money got burnt. Guillermo Toro can even help me out with the budget of the movie. Peter's your executive producer. It's good for him to keep track of how much money got burnt for the movie. Okay, so far this amount of money got burnt. You know what I'm saying? We need to make sure we're careful with how much money is getting burned. A lot of money was getting burned every year, man. Yeah. Because my budget is so big, I have enough for everything. The takeouts are only going to cost me like $150,000 maybe for the takeouts. The big cost is the main things. Like the hotel party, IMAX cameras, equipment for the cameras. Costumes, armor, weapons, I'm putting $40 million towards that. Extras, I'm putting like $34 million towards that. Set building, I'm putting like $34 million towards that. Visual effects, 600, like I don't know, 25, $30 million towards visual effects. You know what I'm saying? And you also have salaries. The whole thing will get drained for salaries. Yeah. The whole thing will get drained for salaries. By the time I pay the crewman, that's why Peter's gonna push for like 50K, 60K for the crewman. I'm like, no, Peter, pay them 150K. Ivan, you're crazy. Like that's a big cut on your budget. Like your whole thing will get drained, Ivan. This should be going towards the movie, Ivan. Like Peter, I'm already putting that money towards the movie. Yeah, but Ivan, like we can make it even better with these buy-bys for the movie. I'm like, no, Peter, pay them 150K. That way you get a better movie. They work hard for you. So I know what I'm doing. You need to pay them a lot of money. They work hard for you. I'm saying. Pay them a lot of money that way they work hard for you. I know what I'm doing. Otherwise, they're gonna slack off a little bit if you pay them 60K. 60K, they'll work hard for you because they don't make 60K in Hollywood. They make like the $30,000, $35,000 in Hollywood with the whole movie. 60K, you can pay them 30K a year. That's not bad, but I mean, they can feed their families, but they're barely making it by. Whereas 150K, $100,000 check and a $50,000 check, that's nice. They can feed their families with that money. That's a good paycheck. And you're gonna get a better movie. You're looking at better set building, better visual effects. The extras are even gonna work harder for me because I'm paying them $180 a day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whereas in Hollywood, I heard sometimes they don't even pay the extras. I saw Logan's documentary. One guy's like, "Do we even get paid for this?" Hollywood's fucking cheap. Yeah. Sometimes they don't even pay the extras. They feed them. They don't pay them. Most actors probably get paid in Hollywood, but some actors, I guarantee you, don't even get paid. They just feed them, and that's it. Make sure you pay your extras. That way they work hard for you. If you don't pay them, they're not going to work that hard for you, man. If you just feed them and they don't get paid, they're not going to work as hard for you. Well, you pay them $180 or work hard for you. That's a nice paycheck. That's a 9 to 5 job paycheck, man. $180 a day. That's a good paycheck. Because like, that's a good paycheck for them. At least by my movie, yeah. What's that? Yeah. They can take time off work, Ivan, to be in our movie, Ivan. Yeah. Some Sarah. Yeah. Some Sarah. Now this is my enjoy show with you guys. Upload it, take a shower. I'm gonna go to the store tomorrow. I'm gonna enjoy show with you guys. My room's a mess. I have to clean it again. Yeah. Some Sarah. I don't want Eric to look like a werewolf, Peter. I want him looking like that picture I showed you. I want the walls to look like that, not like a werewolf. I guarantee you Peter's gonna push it out. I'm like, Peter, no, I don't want to look like a werewolf. Ryan, he's a wolf. I'm like, yeah, he's a wolf, but he has human features. So you have that picture. He has like wolf ears, pointy ears. But he has human features, and he has like sharp teeth. Like wolves have sharp teeth. He has big clawed wolf hands and big clawed wolf feet. And he has hair. Have him have hair. He wears a crown sometimes. He's a devil walking of himself. I don't know what I'm doing. Like that picture I showed you, that's a devil. Whereas those wolf pictures are demons too, but they're not that scary. It'll be pretty freaky, but not like a realization of horror whereby you're like, holy shit, man, I feel bad for Ivan and the actors. Yeah. So, but I think Peter will like my choice for Eric. I think that's cool. But I think that's a bit too much, Ivan. That's a bit too scary and psychotic, Ivan. Yes, Peter, that's why it'll be the best story ever told. Best fan story ever told. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I want everything to be little demons. That way you tell a powerful story. I know what I'm doing. Ivan, you want the movie rated R? Why not PG-13? I'm like, Peter, no, not PG-13, rated R. Where you tell more powerful story. I'll tone down the sex scenes, but the gore and everything is rated R. Like you see people's heads getting cut off, everything. That way you tell a powerful story. I don't do it. That's what I'm saying. Because Peter's used to making PG-13 movies. Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit were PG-13. They weren't rated R. I'm like, Peter, I want Xanus rated R. I don't want PG-13. Yeah, but Ivan, what about the kids? I was saying, I'm like, Peter, do you really want to play that game with me, man? About the kids, man? Don't play that game with me, man. You guys turn me into a fucking porn star, and those kids are going to watch that video too, so stop being a fucking hypocrite. I shut you for good. Don't play that silly game with me about the kids, man. You guys turn me into a fucking porn star. I don't think it gets any worse than that. Those kids are gonna watch that video, right? Yeah. So stop playing that kid game with me, man. I want Xanus rated R. So I'm saying, yeah. You're the boss movie. I'm the boss over you, Peter. I'm paying the bills here. You gotta listen to me. I want Airtight rated R. So I'm saying, and show Peter and get him all tour with the Prince of Egypt clips, the Passion of the Christ clips, the Chromecast picture. Show John Allen Ali those pictures that way they know. All my world look like this. Show them those pictures that way they know. Yeah, I want the world's answer like this. I want Airtight and the wolves look like this. I want the bats to look like this. Devil being Annabelle. What do you think of for your costume, Ivan? This Devil being Annabelle picture here. They wear this mask and they wear this costume, and you apply the visual effects towards it, and they look real. They look amazing. They also look more natural. Know what I'm doing? They wear this costume and this mask. Well, the actor for Airtight will be wearing a costume that he can put on, and he wears like this mask, like that Devil being Annabelle. That's why whoever is playing Airtight, they have to really prep themselves mentally. They're playing a psychotic devil wolf king. They can be affected mentally, hence why it should be wise to get a psychologist on set. I don't know if I'll need one. We'll see what happens. I might be exaggerating saying we need a psychologist, but I mean, I might have been exaggerating in the past, but I think hiring a psychologist is a good idea because the actor for Airtight is going to be psychologically affected playing that demonic being. Samsara. In the movie. That's my point. He might be psychologically affected. Samsara. Because Heath Ledger was affected by playing the Joker, and Airtight will make him look good. Do you think that Joker was psychotic and freaky? Nothing. Airtight doesn't make him look good, man. Looking at a devil. A demon. Yeah, man. You're looking at a demon. That's why I need Peter taking his notes. Or Mel. Mel has to take his notes, whoever I choose. And what? The actors have to prep mentally for the demon beings in Volume 3. And some of them in Volume 2, obviously. We'll see what I mean when you read my book. Samsara. You have to prep mentally, Samsara. You have to prep mentally the demon beings. Will all the movie critics judge you? Yeah, they will. Let's see how good Ivan's movies really is. He wrote it with Peter. Let's see if he can pull it off. Let's see if his movie will be good or not. And I pull it off and ends up being a masterpiece. Yeah. So all you gotta do is just follow the book and you'll get your masterpiece. That's why I don't want Peter changing too much of what's in the book. I don't mind changing a good maybe 25-30% of what's in the book, but don't change too much. We can add scenes, delete a few scenes to make it better. There's some scenes that we might omit from the movie. There's some scenes we might add. Obviously. There's some scenes we might expand upon it. So it's a similar scene where we add more details in the scene. So the main things we're going to change is adding stuff in the movie that's not in the book, deleting stuff in the movie that's in the book, or changing things that's in the book a little bit to make it more better. And details. We add details to the scene. So I might add more details with Airtight to develop his character a bit more. Because Airtight's not as well developed in the book compared to Tactius. He's developed pretty well, but not as good as Tactius. Because Tactius is the main character. We might add some details in the movie for full and air to make it more interesting. That's fine, but make sure you follow the DNA of the story. Don't change too much of what's in the story like you did for Lord of the Rings. But I don't mean to be rude. Even though Lord of the Rings is a masterpiece, it's very different from the book, man. I read the Fellowship of the Ring. I'm like, oh my god, this is nothing like the movie. When I read Fellowship of the Ring, I was expecting it to be very similar to the movie. It's not. Peter Jackson only followed like 20% of what's in the book, man. I'm not kidding around. Read all 3 books. A lot of characters and dialogue and scenes are cut out, man. Peter cut out a lot of characters. Lord of the Rings has, I don't know, 30, 40 characters. Peter Jackson cut out like half the characters, man. About more than half the characters he cut out. He cut out a lot of characters, a lot of scenes, and he changed a lot of things that's in the book, obviously. Like the scene when Gandalf is like, all you have to do is decide what to do when the time has given to you. He tells Frodo that in the beginning of Fellowship of the Ring, where they took that scene and put it when they were in Moria. You see how much changes they made? Yeah. So, but Peter had no choice. He had to cut a lot of things that's in the movie because you can't cram all of Lord of the Rings, all three books into 3 movies. If you were to follow the book, like, I don't know, 60% of what's in the book, it'd be like a 6-7 movie series, like Harry Potter. Because the book is so detailed, it's so in depth. Peter had no choice but to cut out a lot of stuff that's in the book. But my book's not like that. My book, you can actually follow it. Whereas Lord of the Rings, Jar Tolkien has so much things going on every page, it's crazy. The movie would be a bit messy if you follow like 70% of it. Peter was right. Yeah, if you follow like 70% of what's in Lord of the Rings, the movie would be a bit messy. Because you have, for them, you would have pacing problems. You have Frodo and them camping for 2 days. They meet Old Willow, and the movie would not pace properly. That's why Peter had to cut a lot of things. That's in the book. Which for my book, it's easier to follow. It's not like Lord of the Rings where it's crazy. You have so many things going on every page. So Sarah, that's my point. Yeah. I can't wait for this movie. I know I'm excited too. I can imagine a huge access like Prince of Egypt live in there. They go through the caverns like Lord of the Rings and all the demon bastards. You're looking at a masterpiece, I know, Peter. Looking at a masterpiece. A masterpiece. Yeah, man. Look at a masterpiece. I can't wait for this movie, Ivan. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The Hollywood actors are all excited too. They signed their contracts. They're all excited for the movie. Yeah, and I can't wait for your movie, man. We're fighting all these devils. Yeah. You take them out to dinner at Boston Pizza. The Xanus stars. They party up your car for 6 hours. Then later on, they're going to be flown in for the interviews and the magazine ad shoots, all that stuff. And every time I do my magazine ad shoots, I'm going to party up with the actors. So the first magazine ad show I do second year with the actors, I'm going to do a party in my yacht, my condo. In the summertime, I'll do the parties in my yacht. I might do one in my office too, a party in my office. I'm probably going to stay away from the office. I don't want stuff getting damaged. Because all my computer software equipment's there. But I'm going to do one in my yacht, do one in my in my condo. Those are an amazing party, man, after the ad shoots. Sarah? Yeah. Ariana Grande, lean on Yvonne Jolje, you know what I'm saying? She leans on him, you know what I'm saying? Ivan, lean on your significant other, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Peter, you know what I'm saying? Cross your arms like this. And then Peter crosses his arms. They take this amazing magazine ad shoot picture. Yeah, it gets featured on the Skyscraper's News. Something fucking nice on the website. Remember that website picture I showed you when you saw the Venom? Yeah, think of a website like that. Look at a beautiful website. You have the sections there. I showed you like last week, a week and a half or whatever it is. The Venom the website with the Venom cover in the front, right? Well, think of a beautiful website like that for my company, man. Sky.net. Sky.net, yeah. Skysource.net or Sky.net. That's the name of my company. Sky.net, Skysource.net. Something fucking nice, beautiful website. Yeah, man. So when we buy the merch in the movie, it links to Amazon. Yeah, you get this ad, buy the box set here, and then you click on it, and it links to your Amazon site. So if you have Amazon US, it automatically links you to your Amazon US. If you have Amazon Canada, it automatically links you to Amazon Canada. If you have Amazon Mexico, it links to Amazon Mexico. Amazon New Zealand, it links to Amazon New Zealand. Amazon Australia, it links to Amazon Australia. Amazon China, it links to Amazon China. Amazon Japan, it links to Amazon Japan. Amazon England, it links to Amazon England. Some saying for the merchant for the movie, it's only top notch. The last hope for Xanus. Get it now. Only on 4K Blu-ray. Only on Amazon. $109.99. Coming soon. Summer 2034. You know what I'm saying? Look at that amazing movie. The last hope for Xanus. You know what I'm saying? It was like, the whole was going crazy. Yeah. Obviously. Like, I'll be talking much money. Yeah, man. Please, Ivan, this is better than the Rings. I know, yeah, please, better than the Rings. And Ivan, seriously, man, like, you're looking at an amazing movie. I read your book. You're looking at a masterpiece, Ivan. I know you're a masterpiece. This is better than the Rings. Yeah, please, better than the Rings. No, Ivan, seriously, man, like, even though Jared Tolkien's a genius and you wrote a masterpiece, it's not your book. Your book is more interesting. It's more fresh. Jared Tolkien's book can be a bit boring sometimes, Ivan. Yeah, I know, Peter. Even though he wrote a masterpiece, he's a legend, I respect him. His book is a bit boring and dry. Whereas my book is not boring and dry. It's fresh and it keeps you hooked and it's an amazing story. It's more interesting than Lord of the Rings, man. I read Lord of the Rings, all 3 books. It's a good book, obviously. Even though it's a bit boring sometimes, the book is good, obviously. It's an amazing book. But I compare it to my book when I read it. My book is more interesting, man. It's just more interesting. It's more interesting than Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings has better worlding, more in-depth details. But my story is better. See, Lord of the Rings has the better worlding, the better details, the better speech and language, that kind of stuff. But my book has the better story. And at the end of the day, it comes down to your story. Your story is what makes your book good, obviously. Sarah? Now, I'm going to go outside and have a smoke. I'll be back in a second for the final part. Smoke hamburger, guys. Don't hang him, son.